Good morning. Welcome all of you on Thursday, 30th week in Ordinary Time. Yesterday we had beautiful passage which finished words, the first will be last, the last will be first. This message to choose what is small but maybe appear more challenging. This narrow road, narrow door. And the fact that there is a fight, word agony, that it is very serious fight for life. And we see here what happened next. Reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Some Pharisees came up to Jesus. "Go away," they said, "leave this place, because Herod means to kill you." He replied, "You may go and give that fox this message. Learn that today and tomorrow I cast out devils, and on the third day attain my end. But for today and tomorrow and the next day I must go out, since it would not be right for a prophet to die outside Jerusalem. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you that kill the prophets and stone those who are sent to you. How often have I longed to gather your children as a hen gathers her brood under her wings, and you refused. So be it. Your house will be left to you. Yes, I promise you, you shall not see me till the time comes when you say, 'Blessings on him who comes in the name of the Lord.'" The Gospel of the Lord. Some Pharisees came up to Jesus. In the original text, it is mentioned that in this hour they came, right after he said what we heard yesterday, which is pointing out that this message is difficult to accept. Our natural instinct clings to the easy solutions, to avoid suffering at any cost many times. "Go away," they said, "leave this place, because Herod means to kill you." Now seems that Pharisees appear as the good guys, very nice, polite, trying to say, "Come on, go away, because someone else wants to kill you." But we know very well that Pharisees were always behind Jesus, looking for his mistakes, trying to put traps, tricks, to manipulate his words. So we see how they play here on fear, trying to scare Jesus, trying to use fear to make him leave Jerusalem, to make him to leave his mission. And Jesus Christ is answering that he's basically, in other words, if we could use the words of Saint John from the Gospel, that my hour didn't come yet. They come, they say, "This is the hour to leave." And he said, "No, that's not the time yet." Not to be manipulated by fear. Many times the devil is using fear to really lead us astray, under this cover of protecting, that it's better maybe to go away, be quiet, say nothing, avoid confrontation. But in that way, many times we will betray the mission entrusted to us. So we see Jesus Christ have a very clear idea when he have to cure, when he have to proclaim the good news, and when there will be time to give life for his own, for the people who have been entrusted to him by the Father. And he knows that he will have to die. So it is a very strong idea, especially in Luke, in the Gospel of Luke. Jesus Christ is always going towards Jerusalem. All his journey, in the eyes of Luke, is directed towards Jerusalem. Jerusalem, the place where he will give his own life. But they will kick him out. They will throw him out from Jerusalem, because he will die on the cross outside the walls of Jerusalem. And it's quite strong words in many ways. On one hand, it is a word of love, saying that God is on our side, that God is the one who is trying to gather the children of Israel, all of us, to gather us, to be united. This beautiful image of a hen gathering her brood under her wings, this beautiful image of protection, of unity, of love. But they refuse. They refuse. Constantly they refuse. So many times the Lord will say, okay, so let it be. So be it. Your house will be left to you. If you don't want the help, it's the mystery of the freedom of man. Many times we cannot conquer our enemies. We cannot, we see how this different events of our life, many times already stated, maybe our own sins, maybe the problem in work or in the family, different conflicts, they are bigger than us. They're bigger than us. But I can always say, no, I don't want help. Not interested. I'm not interested in this little way, this humble little way of dealing with the problems, which is the Word of God, which is this narrow door, that I want to something spectacular, triumphalistic victory. And many times the Lord say, okay. So hopefully we can this morning, once again, to be open for the work of the Lord, for His Word, and for all those who we could consider prophets who is sending us. It might be your husband, your wife, your children, your neighbor. The Lord can speak to us in different ways. To see that God have love for us, to be really close to us, to protect us. Hopefully we'll have this openness in us today and we will not refuse it. Because one thing is to have doubts, to have many times saying I don't understand, or even I doubt. And one thing is to refuse it. God truly loves you. He has a plan for your life in all the situation. And He is able even to use the evil, even sin, even this situation which we could call the events of death, something that kills me, destroys me, that's something that limits me, that He can use all of it, the challenges of my life, for my benefit. He's able to bring life out of death, light out of darkness. He's able to turn the morning into dancing. That only the Lord can do it. So let us really invite the Lord this morning, saying, Lord, thy will be done. Let's enter in this day knowing that he's on our side, that he wants good for us, that he is there behind the history of our lives, behind all the events to help us. God bless you. Have a great day.